And that's where nurses have this incredible advantage. It's fascinating, really.
An advantage? How so?
Well, think about it. Pure data analysts, they see numbers. Nurses, you understand the clinical why behind those numbers. Informatics isn't about becoming a coder overnight. It's really about connecting things, the care being given, the data that's generated, and the decisions that need to be made based on all of it. If you're looking at lab trends, vitals, figuring out workflow bottlenecks.
Which you do every single shift.
Exactly. You've already been doing informatics work. You're analyzing data constantly.
So that shift, moving from reacting to whatever fire is burning right now at the bedside, to designing solutions, system-wide solutions that actually prevents those fires.
That's the leap. And it's huge. You scale your impact. Instead of helping one patient at a time, your insights can help thousands.
Okay, so how do we make that practical? How does a nurse actually start making that transition? Let's maybe walk through the key steps, the milestones.
Right. Milestone 1 is maybe the simplest, but also easy to overlook. Just recognizing your own value. That clinical judgment you have, your deep understanding of how things actually work on the floor, your communication skills, that stuff is pure gold in system design.
Okay, I get that. My experience matters. What's next?
Milestone 2, this is often where nurses hesitate a bit. It's learning the language.
Ah, okay. This is where the, oh, I'm not a tech person feeling kicks in, right? What is this language? And why learn it if I don't want to be a coder?
Yeah, totally get that fear. But it's not about coding itself. It's about understanding some key concepts. Data standards, interoperability basics.
Like what specifically?
Like HL7. Or FHIR, which we pronounce FIRE. Knowing just the basics of how these standards help data move between different systems, it's critical.
Why?
Because then you know what's possible. You know what clinical information to ask for when, say, you're building an interface between the EHR and another system. You can spot where the gaps are, where things might break down clinically.
Got it. So it's about understanding the plumbing, not necessarily being the plumber. What's milestone 3?
Get exposure. Don't just wait for a job posting that says informatics nurse. Be proactive.
Oh.
Can you join an electronic health record, an EHR optimization committee at your hospital, volunteer for a project, maybe even just ask to shadow one of the hospital's analysts for a day?
So get inside the process somehow.
Exactly. See it in action. And that leads right into the final milestone, number 4. Document your impact.
Meaning?
If you suggest a change, maybe to a flow sheet, and it helps reduce duplicate documentation, or if you figure out a way to streamline charting time, even just a little bit, write it down, because that is informatics work right there. Documenting those small wins turns them into real, tangible experience. It's what analysts and hiring managers are looking for.
Okay, let me share a quick story that really made this click for me. Let's call her Betty. She was an RN, bedside, totally fed up with the clunky workflows, just like we talked about.
Sounds familiar.
Right. So she joined her unit's EHR committee. Mostly just a vent, probably at first. But then she started learning to read things like HL7 messages, specifically an ADT message, admittance charge transfer data.
Okay, getting into the details.
Yeah. And she found she actually liked solving those system-level problems. Long story short, she became a clinical analyst. She ended up designing new documentation flows that cut her old unit's charting time by like 22%.
Wow, that's significant.
Huge. And her bedside knowledge wasn't just helpful, it was essential. That was the foundation.